Ma'am, can you back up, please? We're trying to give him some air. We're gonna get an ambulance, all right?
Yeah, back up. Y'all got him on the floor. Y'all got him on the floor. Y'all talking about back up. You hear this? Now they're trying to get him an ambulance. After they harassed him, slammed him down. NYPD. You understand? This is going viral right here. It's going viral right here. NYPD harassing people for no reason. He didn't do anything at all.
All right, there's the legal analysis of the person taking the video. Jeffrey Lichtman, famous New York City criminal defense attorney who successfully won cases for John Gotti Jr. and rappers The Game and Fat Joe. He joins us. Hello, Jeffrey.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
All right, what's your take on the Staten Island case? I don't even know as I sit here.
You don't? No. I think that there's no question that the officer should have been indicted for at least the lowest level of homicide. The criminally negligent homicide statute is clear as a bell here. We have the tape. Now, granted, we haven't seen all the evidence that the grand jury saw. All we have is a very clear tape that shows a barred chokehold was applied to a grossly overweight man who was not posing any sort of threat. 4 cops took him down. According to the medical examiner, the chokehold was partly, if not fully, responsible for the death of the man. And as I said, the chokehold was banned 20 years ago for a reason, because it potentially can cause death. So the charge should have been criminally negligent homicide. The cop failed to perceive a substantial risk that his move, his chokehold, could have caused the death of the obese man, and that's it.
Okay, first of all, I'm not a lawyer, you are. Your first statement was all telling, we don't know all the evidence.
No.
Okay. So 9 weeks, 60 exhibits, 50 witnesses, medical examiner reports. They heard from doctors, etc. We know that they say it to at least some extent his health played a part in his dying. We have cop after cop saying this was not a chokehold. I had a former New York City detective here who said he's used that move hundreds of times. It's a takedown move. It's not a chokehold. So I mean, you know, what? So how? Just saying gratuitously almost that he should have been indicted for something.
No, it's not. That's not the reason. Just because to make the peace. I mean, look, I'm a defense lawyer, and my natural bias is to advocate for defendants.
The man resisted. Oh,
like
another thing I left out: the man resisted arrest.
He resisted arrest. Listen, he was selling a 50-cent cigarette, and the crime was that he failed to gather the taxes for the
But from
sale.
whatever the crime, if you're going to be arrested by the police, it doesn't matter why they're arresting you. It's like, I lied about sex. I mean, and perjured myself. I don't care. You perjured yourself. The point is, you know why? And he admitted it on CNN yesterday. The number 2 cop, black, ordered a crackdown on the Lucy sales. It was his order that led to this arrest. The cops were told, arrest him. You want to blame somebody? How about the black female sergeant who was standing there? Blame her.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, is that this has become a black and white issue. This has become a
that's
political...
what the media makes it.
I understand, and you're part of the media.
No,
and this
I'm
is
following up.
a liberal versus conservative viewpoint. What you're doing is you're applying your dogma to the facts and not the law.
No.
Here, let me explain. You've got a very clear tape that shows, if not for what this cop did, that man does not die. The man, this is not Ferguson. The man was not rushing a cop.
Ferguson.
He was not reaching for a gun.
Right.
He had not just committed a violent act inside a bodega.
Okay.
This is a man that was simply standing there. They could have talked this guy into doing something other than having to have 4 cops jump on him like he was an animal and basically kill him. Hang on, one more thing. Here is a very telling piece that I don't think is ever talked about. After the man died and is laying there not breathing on the sidewalk.
Wait. No. After he died and was laying there not breathing, because EMS and the cops said while he was there, he was breathing and had a pulse. So when did he die? He died at the hospital.
Let's say this. Let's say this. After he's laying there, apparently either not breathing or barely breathing.
Apparently. The cops say he was breathing. So what do you mean apparently?
So that if he was breathing, how come you've got 4 cops, the 4 cops that took him down? Why is that? Instead of trying to do anything to help this man, they're rifling through his pockets.
What should they do to help him?
That's the mindset.
What should they do
I don't
to
know.
help
There's
him?
4 cops.
He's
they
breathing.
could have certainly done something.
What?
Clear an airway, roll him
He was
over,
breathing.
do something.
He was breathing.
Did you see
and he had
anybody take a
pulse?
pulse? Did you see any of them take a pulse
The cops
there?
said that we have another video where, and this is what the grand jury saw that we did, that we finally saw. I saw it yesterday, where somebody says, "Why aren't they helping him? Why aren't they helping him? Why aren't they helping him?" And the cop turned around. A cop turned around. I don't know if he was involved in it, and said, "He's breathing."
Right.
So what are they supposed to do?
They tapped him on the shoulder and they went through his pockets.
But you
the
say,
fact
but,
is,
but now you're bringing apples and oranges.
What you're doing is you're
I don't care
basically
what they did to his
claiming
pockets.
that
You're
he
saying-
died, just magically.
You're saying they needed to help him. They're not doctors. If he's laying there unconscious but breathing, they're waiting for EMS. Clear it. If he's breathing,
Listen,
what are you clearing?
They
Explain
are,
what you wanted
they're
them
not
to do
doctors.
specifically.
They're not
What
doctors.
did you want them to
Hang
do?
on a second. They're not doctors.
But you made a statement.
But hang on a second. They're not doctors, but you've got a cop who, according to the medical examiner's report, applied a chokehold that could have killed him, that was responsible. That and chest compression killed him. You can pretend that it wasn't a chokehold.
But-
the medical
all right,
examiner
okay.
is not a political,
We gotta agree to
a
disagree.
political person like you are.
We got to agree to disagree.
And the medical examiner said it was a homicide.
Jeffrey Lichtman, thank you, sir. And up next, distinguished economist Walter E. Williams.